Hey, welcome to the channel Collector's Life for me. Today we're going to be checking out two of LEGO's more recent large-scale spaceships that were designed based on the original LEGO Classic Space series. So on my left here, we have Benny's Spaceship, which came from the first LEGO movie. It is the LL929. It was featured in the movie as a spaceship that Benny had to build. And then we have the more recent 90 Years of Play Galaxy Explorer LL928. So let's talk about the builds of these models. So both these ships are very well designed, but in different ways. Benny's Spaceship has the iconic classic space logo, has a cockpit area with the translucent yellow windshield. So you can see Benny in wild style there. Has a control center for Unikitty in her spacesuit. A working radar dish that flips up and reveals two LEGO robots. Has more of the spaceship logo. Some are sticker, some are printed. Two little spaceships, one on each wingtip, and three thrusters on the back. The center thruster exposes a mechanical element that allows the wings to eject further out, and also exposes these LEGO rubberized projectiles. Up here in Unikitty's control center, she also has some LEGO projectiles. Never been a big fan of LEGO projectiles, but maybe when I was a kid I would have loved that feature. And then this opens up, expose a control center. Here you see two classic space minifigures. These are not included in the set. And down there you can see an exposed reactor core for the ship, which is a really cool element. Benny's Spaceship is a much more creatively designed space ship. The Galaxy Explorer is a very sleek looking spaceship model with many iconic space classic pieces. As you can see, it has the classic space logo tile, an LL928. It has the classic yellow translucent windshields. Inside you have some older classic tile elements. Some of these are actually the exact same as they were many years ago. And then back here you have a control center. Every tile is printed. There were no stickers for this set. You can see the thrusters are a different styling than the classic ships. And back here you have this little vehicle bay. A sliding door that gives you access into the control center. Some original walkie-talkie accessory storage. To me, this is a more authentic engineered style spaceship. What I enjoy about both these ships is they both incorporate lots of classic space LEGO pieces. So now onto the minifigures. So each set comes with 4 traditional minifigures, and then as well as some buildable, less traditional minifigures, if you could classify them as it. Spaceship, of course, comes with Benny. Wild Style in her spacesuit. A disguised Emmett, along with his special brick. As well as a space robot. Space robot pilots this Space Octon styled ship that comes with the kit. A spacesuit Unikitty buildable figure. I have misplaced her blue tail. I love how she has the space logo there on her hip, as well as 2 buildable robots, which is something that Classic Space used to incorporate in nearly all of its sets, were just little buildable extra robots or vehicles. The Galaxy Finder also comes with 4 minifigures. Comes with a classic Lego spaceman in the white suit. These original classics were designed, if you've seen one, you've seen them all. So he has an all-white suit with a white respirator pack. It comes with 2 of those figures, and then it comes with 2 red shirt space people. Same thing, all red decked out features. Here's the other red guy on a buildable vehicle, little moon rover, and a buildable assistant robot here. Talk about playability. So I would have liked to have put this video out a little sooner, but when I built the Galaxy Explorer and started to get all the pieces together and the minifigures together, I let Sean play with it and he would not stop for a few days. He just kept asking, can I play with the space Legos? And so I kept letting him do it, and eventually I got to the point where I wanted to put the video out, but I'm sure once we're done, he's gonna want to play with all this again. So I think from an enjoyment standpoint, the Spaceship has more features like the firing lasers or the rubberized firing missiles. It is a more fun looking build. However, I will say, as you're playing with it, it does have a lot more pieces that kind of fall off or are a little finicky. These little spaceships tend to fall off. They do detach. They have these foldable wings. But there you go. So there's a few elements that could be improved to add to the playability, just to give the ship some more structural integrity. That being said, not a big deal, but this being a more creative style build, I think it has more of the child-targeted play functions. The Galaxy Explorer, though, definitely has some features that give it some cool playability. So it does have landing gear that really neatly folds up into the base. So if you wanted to, fly this ship around, it just seems like it's more dense and put together in a way where pieces aren't gonna fall apart. I mean, I have an old Star Destroyer and you can't even pick that thing up to move it without entire pieces falling off, or just where you put your hand, all of a sudden it's a piece that's not supported. This does not have any of those issues at all. I mean, it is completely and you can see just how much structural integrity this has. Both ships, the bases are built out of Technic pieces. That's not something Lego used to do in the past. They used to have where there'd be a preform piece, and then you would kind of build off of that. So then you'd add your wing elements and go from there. And to be honest, the Technic elements do add a lot more structure to the build, which is nice. This does have some cool play features. Probably the best one is this area in the back, this cargo area that opens up. That's where you store the vehicle. It has a ramp that the vehicle can drop down from. Doesn't have any firing mechanisms, which for me, that's a personal preference. I'm not a big fan of firing mechanisms on Lego sets, but if it was more so for intent of playing than just display, that might be your thing. It has plenty of room in the cockpits, so you can seat 4 figures there. You can add some more Lego space people back here. I just think that this is an awesome build. They did a great job really capturing some of the classic Lego space elements, but at the same time providing something that's new and different. It's a great homage, and for 90 years of play, I think it's the perfect set. I do have to say, when LEGO releases sets like this, especially if they're targeting the nostalgic crowd or somebody who's just into this theme, they need to release some companion sets, at least minifigures maybe, you know, get some more space people involved. At least release, you know, maybe some minifigure packs. Or you have a variety of other space figures out there. And so it'd be cool if they were available. And if somebody's already buying this, you know, if you have one of these little smaller companion sets with it, they're probably gonna get that as well. Another thing LEGO used to do with these space is they used to add base plates. Base plates used to come with a lot of sets. They don't really do that anymore. So here's an old space base plate. You know, it's got like the moon form there. And these are really cool. So I wish LEGO would produce more of these and put them out there. This adds a lot more fun and enjoyment to the set. And it used to come right in the box. The presentation on this set is very nice. You get a classic designed box. It didn't come with tape. I wish it did. So be careful when you're opening it if you want to keep it. Nice thick full color instruction manual. The price per piece on this set at $100 US retail is about 8 cents, which is fair. One thing I did not realize, because LEGO did not advertise it, but I discovered it after starting the build, was you can build these two smaller ships. The building instructions are available online at lego.com. So if you have a second kit or you want to deconstruct this one, there are two other smaller scale builds you can do. That definitely has me wanting to grab another set. Benny's Spaceship is no longer in production. When it was in production, it retailed for $100 US, and the set broke down to about 10.6 cents per piece at under 1,000 pieces. So the value wasn't quite there, or wasn't as good. Now the set would go for about $200. I wouldn't say it's a must own for any LEGO space collector, but I would say it's a must own for a LEGO movie collector, as in my opinion, this set and Metalbeard's Sea Cow were the two best sets produced. I hope you've enjoyed this showcase breakdown of the Galaxy Explorer, as well as Benny's Spaceship. Check out my other LEGO videos and other toy showcase videos. And beyond that, enjoy the rest of your day.